Talk about the Occupy movement in the United States. What went wrong, and do you see any hope for effective nonviolent protest movements here?
I think the need is there, and I think especially the topic of social injustice is very hot in the United States, in most of the Western world. I met these people. I tell this short story in a book. I was amazed how clever they are and how committed they are, and how we share this cause that, you know, we are all 99. But first of all, I think they failed to formulate their goals very clear, and I think that's the problem, because why would I join you if you can't explain me what you're standing for? And this is the problem that Saul Alinsky looks at his book, Rules for Radicals. He says, you know, anger is a powerful mobilizer, but anger without hope, like what you're offering me, should be the very important part. What is the vision of the future? Second, I think they were tied to the tactics, which is really problematic, and very expensive tactics, difficult to maintain. And they even branded themselves after the tactics, instead of, let's imagine that they are branded 99%. That would be a kind of worldwide social movement. Immediately. So there were several mistakes, but you know, movements learn from their mistakes. So hopefully we are going to see more prospective equality rights movement in the United States, and the one who can really harm the greedy banks and evil companies, rather than just protesting in front of them. You know, it's like, what really hurts these people is, you know, when you cost them money. You know, this is the language they understand.
So what would you do if you were designing an effective protest movement?
First of all, there must be a vision. If you would be a king for a day, what would be different? How the banking system will look? What is the social equality? What is the social program? Then, second, how you're going to achieve it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are the 5 goals you stand for?
So you make that clear to people.
To make it that clear. And one of the things we often do with our workshops is we try to push people through the process where they're really capable to write down the useful plan. And we often say, nobody will join you if you can explain him or her who is going to do what, when, how, and why. And this is not corporate thinking. This is being highly organized. And I think with the higher organization, the different branding, but also with this more inclusive politics, because this is not only the movement of the liberal pursed people sitting in the park. This is the movement of the people who stand for the social justice in this country. So, you know, if you want to win in climate change, and if you want to win in Occupy and bringing social justice, unfortunately, your target audience is far wider than clever, bright, white, university-educated people. You need to go and touch.
So what do you do? What you don't do a march in a park. What do you do?
Well, it's like I was talking about, you know, do you get a business reply mail? Yes, everybody gets business reply mail. So what if we send a brick back to the bank? Like every business reply mail will cost bank $70. So now we are talking about the real cost, because this is the language the banks talk. If you can cost them money, then you can, you know, bring them to the negotiating table and maybe talk about the forced evictions, which you want to fix. This is what Indignados did in Spain. They were focusing on banks, they were preventing people from forced evictions, and I think this is why they were successful in turning into the major party.